Yep.
Hello, Facebook Live. I'm sharing some exciting news with you. As you all know, I'm a big believer in always growing, learning, and elevating yourself in your life and in business. I'm taking my business to the next level by joining the top real estate brokerage here in San Diego, Pacific Sotheby's International Realty, owned and operated by Mr. Steve Games. 4 reasons why I made this decision. Number one, first and foremost, is my commitment to you, my clients. I'll be able to provide you as a client the highest level of service supported by world-class brokerage that's known for being the best in real estate. And second, while I may have traded my Aztec Warrior spear and uniform for a suit, I continue to embrace that commitment to you of excellence, and that's what Pacific Sotheby's does and shares that commitment and drive. And third is our shared passion for giving back, supporting our community. We have a program called Agents and Change Initiative, and that's what I have always strived to be in my personal and business life, as an agent of change, helping those that create that little ripple effect. And lastly, because I'm going to get the support, not just from managers, but from the owner himself, Mr. Steve Games. Good morning, Steve. Thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity.
Sounds so good. I love it. I got to hear that every morning.
Come on.
It's like breakfast. It's like an affirmation.
We will do our affirmations together. We're alive, excited, and full of energy. The unlimited wealth is flowing from us to you. Now, Steve and I go back a few years. When I first started my career in 2005, I was a nobody then. I mean, I was the Aztec Warrior, big deal, my last years. But you were
a big deal.
You were.
Remember, my mother was an Aztec in the 30s.
In the 30s, so we've got some heritage here, and we wanted to share just a little about Mr. Steve Games. Been in the business. Tell us, why did you start this company? I mean, you sold your company before, and
you know, I think part of it is the same thing that drives you every day. I think you just can't survive without the opportunity to help somebody buy the American dream.
Yeah, that's it. Tell the people there.
Without that, there's just no real purpose. You know, we've got beautiful families. I know you have a gorgeous daughter. I know you've got a gorgeous wife. My wife, in particular, has worked in the real estate business so long that she begged me to get off of my non-compete and come back to work.
Well, he did several years ago, and have the opportunity to come out and help the residents of San Diego at a new, invigorated opportunity here. So,
you know, Carlos, I think you kind of lean on a couple of things. I think the real estate business has to be innovative. I think it has to keep changing. From the days that we started together to today, the change has been miraculous. And I think just looking at the space that we have here and 45 feet of open doors on the main street, you know, people want to know more about real estate than ever before. And people are investigating way more than they ever did before making a decision. That investigation may happen with or without an agent. So without the agent, all of a sudden they say to themselves, well, I'm ready. How am I going to find the very best? And I think they're going to find the very best, both by the brand and by the quality of the kind of people that have been in the business as long as we have.
Yeah.
So,
and I'm going on 15 years, and it's been a blessing. And my father is the one that got me involved, and you know, talking about you with Prudential California
old enough
Realty.
to be your father.
You are.
So
well,
that's looking good. And I've been in the business long enough to be your father.
So true.
Well,
tell the fans out here on Facebook Live that, you know, you started that small little company, Prudential California Realty, many years ago.
I did. Actually called it Pickford originally.
Yeah.
And then I realized that brand mattered. And of course that's part of, even though I like to think that the reason you're here this morning is just 100% me, but without a doubt, brand matters, and Pacific Sotheby's International Realty is the best brand in history.
Yeah.
So when we started the young company, we were local, we were Pickford, and I went out and found the Prudential name. I was the first Prudential broker in history. Wow. And when we saw that come together, we saw what a brand could do, where world recognition. You know, on the 11th, you know, a couple days from now, the Sotheby's brand will be 275 years old.
275, well.
People are asking, what's the big news? They missed the beginning, Carlos.
Oh, they missed the beginning. Well, Facebook Live friends, I've made the move over to Pacific Sotheby's International Realty, working here out of the La Jolla office, 1111 Prospect Street, to get everybody up.
I just love the address.
Yes, well, and it's a great one, and this office is amazing. However, it's not just the office and location, it's really the people And I've worked with many, many amazing people through my career, and starting my career with you, and then going to my last company, which I love the management, I love the whole group, and this is just step up to the next level. Working personally hand in hand with Steve Games is a marketeer beyond, and having that globalness is huge on the brand, but really it brings it down to that localness as well, of dealing with the people that are really actually running the company is part of the reason why I've made that elevation. And we're talking about with Steve Games now is what he had Prudential California Realty talking about brand, and then he ended up selling it to
to Berkshire Hathaway, which is Warren Buffett.
Warren Buffett. So tell our fans that are serial entrepreneurs that may be wanting to dabble in real estate. We know that it's a full-time career and then some.
Yeah.
But what were some of the lessons that you've learned from taking that company that was nothing and then taking it to selling it to Berkshire Hathaway? What did you learn from that?
Well,
that you could share with all our entrepreneurs.
Brand and size do matter. There's no question about it. The small guy has difficulty putting together kind of marketing packages and promos that are necessary to talk to the world. I remember talking to a real estate broker who said the Wall Street Journal is not important to selling a piece of property. I said the Wall Street Journal isn't important if you're not in it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the truth.
You know? So what we're doing through the brand is the opportunity to have world exposure. What we're doing through the company is local, very experienced management. I was born here, I was raised here, and I appreciate the agents who live here and fortunately do the very best they can.
Helping your clients.
I think it's local. I think real estate is always going to be local.
Well,
you know, whether you start your search on one big website or another, it doesn't matter. It still comes down to who's going to show me this property and who understands the neighborhood.
Exactly, and what's going to be the schools. And that's one of the things, Steve, that goes on to coaching. I'm coached by Mike Ferry, Tony Smith, my mastermind, the Alpha Dogs. I love you guys and I appreciate you, because not only when you take a listing or if you have clients, you door knock around the neighborhood, you call all the neighbors, you invite them over for the broker caravan, because normally what I'm learning is about 65-70% that buyer for your home is normally going to come somewhere within a mile radius of a connection through a neighbor, and that's why I believe marketing and localness is a big level.
I think it's important that real estate is much more spontaneous than it used to be. And so if management can't move quickly, right, neither can the agent.
Right.
So when the agent has to have a decision, the agent has to have a decision now.
And just get to work.
Yeah,
that's it, every day, get up.
And within the parameters of good business, the faster you can move. You know, when a client wants to buy, a client wants to buy.
Yep, that's true.
When a seller wants to sell, it's their time. They don't want to waste their time. They want to get it done.
Let's make a decision.
So I think we're move fast, get it done, and
do
it's
right
kind
by
of the
client.
story of our lives.
That's the truth. Enjoy it.
You know, the one thing I would like to say when you
share it with our group, please. Speak to them.
Would like to tell you, when you asked me the question about what are the lessons that you learn both that history repeats itself, right? That hard work, energy, local involvement, that whole charity aspect pays off in the long run. It doesn't matter if you were successful with one company, unless you're going back into business, and then it becomes incredibly important. You know, the retention that you have of having worked in my organization tells you that you'd like to do it again.
Yeah.
You know, and so we have a group of people who came together faster. We only re-initiated this company as Pacific Sotheby's 6 years ago, and we're number one in the San Diego market. Yeah. That's pretty incredible.
Well, hey, it's helping the clients, making them number one, and all that matters really at the end of the day. So.
And you know what? I think legal representation, location, advertising and marketing, but more than anything else, it's that spirit of the Aztec that matters.
Oh, baby. Well, I appreciate it.
Right?
So all my friends at Steve Games, Carlos Gutierrez, Pacific Sotheby's International Realty here. Anything you ever need real estate related, whatever it may be, if you're looking to buy or sell, great, I'm here to help. However, remember, any vetted vendors, a lot of people may not be selling now or moving. However, I've got them from contractors, handymen, plumbers, electricians, anything regarding your property or your properties at any level, give me a call. It's Carlos here, new address, but still the same old Aztec warrior here in a suit. 858-864-8741. We're having a great day. Enjoy San Diego. Any questions out there, J-Lo?
Just everyone saying congratulations.
All right, thank you. J-Lo, anything you want to add? I mean, this is kind of prompted by my number one. You don't see her. She's always behind the camera doing a great job. She's awesome. And some of the people that had the opportunity to work with J-Lo, you should be working with her. And if not, then she's mine now. So
I do think that point should be taken. Great warriors need great help.
Oh, obviously, yeah.
Can't fight the battle by yourself.
Never,
so
ever.
Thank
So
you,
you gotta have
J-Lo,
support,
and to the group that you've just become a part of, they'll be there for you.
I'm excited, and a lot of great faces in there, and long-time relationships, so I'm excited. We're here to help you guys out. So thank you very much, and we'll see you very shortly.
Awesome.
Yep, there we go.
Cool.
All right.
Good job, brother.
That went pretty
A
well.
little bit. Oh, that went awesome. Yeah.
No, it was great.
Energy, enthusiasm, baby.